ba. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get us live on IG. Let's see here. How is everyone doing? I hope that you are having an amazing, what day is this? Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Let's see. Live and live. Happy Sunday. I hope that you are having an amazing Sunday. I truly am. Let us get us public on Facebook real quick. Let's see. Hey, Dr. Loretta, how are you? I hope that you are having an amazing evening as well. Editing my privacy, making it public, now public. Okay, good. I hope that you guys are having a restful Sunday. It has truly been eventful for me. I am waiting for my guest to find her way home. I have an amazing guest tonight. I am just so grateful for her. Um, just an amazing lady, just like everybody else. So, welcome to Planting Seeds with Darlaina Rose, 100 Women, 100 Days, 100 Episodes. We are now on episode 96. 96, 100 women, 100 days, 100 interviews. Today is episode 96. We have been here 96 days strong. Day in, day out, have not missed a day. I don't care where in the world I have been, I've been right here with you guys for 96 episodes. And our guest, just like all other 95 that has been here, is an amazing lady. Strength beyond measure. Just strength beyond measure. That's the only way that I could possibly describe her. Yes, I am in Atlanta. I have managed to, I probably still look like roadkill right now because that's how I feel. I had to drive my car here, so I drove my car here between last night and this morning. And so I look like 16 hours on the road. So my girlfriend Shavante will be popping on momentarily. She has to get her way home, and then she's going to get on. She had to charge her phone and a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm so grateful for her saying yes to really shed a light on a difficult subject, and that is the subject of gun violence. Shavante is the founder and CEO of the Greg Smith Foundation. Is it a foundation that she created out of the senseless killing of her young son um, of random gun violence? And so she, as a mom, no mother wants to ever bury their child. And our guest tonight absolutely walked that road and is, I mean, just amazing. Like sometimes, we say we want to be empathetic and we want to put ourselves in the shoes of, other people. And that's just not a shoe that anybody could just put their foot in. And unless it has been you, I mean, we can only imagine such a devastating loss and how one would recover from that. And so she's going to share all of that with us. I mean, you think that, you could never be a spokesperson for something or someone until something devastating happens to you. Ooh, excuse me. And so hold on, let me make sure that's not her. Hold on. No, that's not her. She said, what she say, what she say, what she say. Uh, Okay, chime in when you are in the house. And so I'm certain that, with the state of affairs that the world is in right now, we all know somebody somewhere that have been affected by gun violence in some way, shape, or form. We see it every day on the news. People getting shot, people dying from being shot. And it's not just boys, it's boys, girls, men, women, children, babies. Like nobody is immune to this gun violence. It's just terrible everywhere. Some places worse than others. Of course, the mean streets of the inner cities, you find way more gun violence in the cities than you would find in, let's say, a suburban, neighborhood. But this kind of stuff happens there too. No place is immune to gun violence. Even my family was touched by gun violence in 2018. My brother, who was 41 at the time, waiting for a cup of coffee on his own porch, and people started shooting, and my brother was shot. Not even because had anything to do with it. He was just in the wrong place, at the wrong time, and he literally died on his own porch waiting for a cup of coffee because somebody couldn't handle their anger and decide to just start shooting all willy-nilly all over the place, and he got caught in the crossfire. And that's not just our story. It's so many of these stories that have been impacting our families for many years. And just every day is something. Somebody somewhere, was someplace where they were shooting these mass shootings, the mall, the schools, the post office. Remember that time when it just seemed like people would say, oh, they went postal? Because usually when you heard of a mass shooting, it wasn't, excuse me, it wasn't anywhere but the post office. And that became a term, going postal. Oh, he went postal. And that just meant that a person who worked at the post office went on a shooting rampage. But now we see these shootings occurring in the mall, in the schools, for years now, in the schools. And I believe that is truly a lot of copycatting things going on. People just not coping with their own problems and take it out on so many other people that don't have anything to do with it. And so, our guest tonight, we're just giving her a little bit of grace. She was on her way in the house, so she should be popping on momentarily. But her son was killed at the age of 15 at a school fashion show. Not even anything that you would expect, just a normal old kids get together, and her son did not come home from that event. And so she has put together the Greg Smith Foundation to honor her son and other victims of gun violence. There's so much senseless gun violence, and that just opens this whole question about gun control and, who should be in control, and, who should tell you how many guns you can have or if you should have a gun. And does it matter if you have, some questionable history? Like who determines who can have a gun? And so all of that becomes part of the question. And I never thought in a million years that my voice would be led to the conversation of gun violence until my own brother was killed. That's just something that it doesn't happen to us. That's what we say. These bad things don't happen to us because, nobody in our family is in that type of environment. Like nobody's in a gang, or nobody's, being out there, in the streets, hanging on the corners and all that kind of stuff. And my brother was not that. My brother literally was on the porch waiting for a cup of coffee with my other brother. So the gratitude in this tragic event was that both of my brothers were not killed, only one, but they were both in the crossfire. And I remember the police telling my family that there was enough bullets on my brother's porch to kill both of them. And so how grateful we were that it was only one. Not grateful in that we're glad he's dead, but grateful in the way that we only lost one life versus losing two. And so if you look hard enough, you can absolutely find gratitude in some of the most trying of events. This gun violence right now is at an all-time high, for some reason. Other than I could say, the world is lying in the power of the wicked one, and all kinds of things, occur. When babies are getting shot and killed, you know, um, just some of these things that come up on me. I don't even turn the television on. I cannot take it. And then there's a lot of y'all running around here with that Citizen app on your phone, and you hear about everything all around you that's going on a constant basis. And I don't know that it's a great idea to feed your mind that. Your mind should not be 24/7 listening to people having the worst time of their life, whether that's a fire that's happening or somebody that got shot or whatever. That application, I mean, of course there's a need for it. I can see the usefulness of it. Maybe if I'm walking through a specific neighborhood, maybe I might want to know what's going on. But everything really falls to your intuition. Your intuition will absolutely let you know if you are in danger, or if a certain neighborhood is sketchy, and whether or not you should be walking in it. But again, our family is really now starting to recover from losing my brother to gun violence. You never in 1,000 years think that. When the phone rang and it was late, and usually when you get those kind of phone calls, it's not anything good. You're getting phone calls at 2 in the morning, something is absolutely wrong somewhere in the world. And that's exactly what happened. I got the call at like 2 in the morning that he had been killed. And you talking about devastation. I couldn't believe it. I was like, it felt like I was in a dream state, that this could not be happening. But it was our true reality. And at that time, my father was already deceased, and it was my mom. So my mom had already buried my dad, and now my brother. And I come from a very large family. I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters, so it's 9 of us. And so, that was the first of any of the siblings to pass on. And so it was a very difficult time. Although, we know that, at some point we're all going to go, but we like to go with natural causes. Thank you. And what they say, please and thank you. We like to go on natural causes. We don't need anybody shooting guns and doing all of that kind of extra stuff. We don't need none of it. And so when you think about, how much of it, I don't think there's one of us that can stand and say that we have not been affected by some form of gun related, gun violence, but something related in that, if in that the person may be your cousin or your brother, your sister, your father, your mother. These newfangled like gangsters. See, old school gangsters, when they said they was coming for you and your family, guess what? They coming for you and your family. They're not coming for the next door neighbor. They're not coming to the next door neighbor's house looking for you. They're just gonna do what they do, and then it's done. All this extra be a gangster and all this kind of stuff. They're not good at it. They're not good at it. Old school gangsters say, I'm coming for you, and they come for you. Not know all these innocent bystanders. Now, every once in a while, maybe, but for the most part, old school gangsters is not. They can target these new young people, so angry at the world for only God knows what. And half the time, the stuff that they're going on about really just needs to have a conversation so that it can quell their thoughts and whatever it is that they have, that makes them feel like they need to hurt themselves or someone else. I mean, just really just a terrible thought process. And these young children that commit these types of crimes, they go to jail and they go to jail. Now, of course, there's some disparity in, races when it comes to how much time a person receives for these types of crimes. But, each and every one of us in some way, shape, or form at some point in our lives have all been affected by gun violence. And, it's a thing where you don't even know what to do. You don't know what to say because somebody that you love has been snatched away from you, and there's no sensible reason why. Like they wasn't sick, it wasn't even an accident. Here it is, just somebody who decided to pick up this weapon and point it and shoot it. And half the time they're no good at what they're doing, especially these new young what Martin Lawrence called them. I think he called them Thundercats. These young Thundercats have no clue whatsoever. Let me just shoot her a message and see if she managed to get in the house. Chime in when you get in. Okay. But yeah, so I know Shavante's story. Here she is. Oh, I got her name all wrong. Let me get her on. Hold on, Shavante. Hold on, I'm gonna grab you. Uh-oh. Why is that on? Hold on. Okay, she said I'm ready. Okay, let me see. Y'all know sometimes this technology. There we go. Okay. But yeah, she is an amazing lady. We have been friends for a very long time. Um, uh, Shavante, go ahead and I sent you a request, so just go ahead and join with the request I sent you, or you can send me a new request, and that will allow you to get on. So go ahead and try that. Hopefully your app is updated and it will allow you to get on, because we definitely put it together in 5 seconds, getting her on. So hopefully your app is updated and it'll let you in. But I see you. I see that you're here in the room. But yeah. So Shavante was somebody who I used to call. I was working for Emory Hospital, and I was checking status. No, it's not letting you join. So go to your app store and make sure your Instagram app is up to date. Don't stress. Just go over to the app store and press the update. And then once you press the update, it'll let you join. But we met because she just had such a great knack for amazing customer service. She was somebody who I had to call every day. And I was calling insurance companies, getting status on where our money was. And Shavante was one of those people who answered the phone. And when she answered the phone, she was always so pleasant, so much so that every time I would have to call her particular insurance company, I would be like, oh my God, I hope I get Shavante. I hope I get Shavante. And what I would do is request her, because, sometimes, they have to get off the phone in a hurry. And so because they have to get off the phone in a hurry, they're fast and they're short and they don't want to give you multiple people and all that. And Shavante always took the time out to give me the answer. Hey, Faith, to give me my answers that I need, to take time out to say good afternoon or good morning and all of that. And so she didn't really care what the rules of getting off fast was when I called. She would make sure that I got whatever. And so I was very much appreciative of her as a person. I got to know her story later. But when I started my women's empowerment community, and she came, and when she came to it, hold on, here she goes. When she came to it, we just became fast friends, and she's just been an amazing friend. And then to hear the story. There she goes.
Hi guys.
I was talking about how we met on the phone.
Okay.
So we met on the phone, and she was so nice. And then I invited her to my house. Her family told her she was crazy because she didn't know me.
She a serial killer.
Yeah, she gonna be. Yeah,
my sister's like, you a serial killer. do you? I'm like, that lady not a serial killer. She worked for Emory.
And I think, what was that, 2015?
And 2015, I just moved to Atlanta.
Yep.
I had just moved to Atlanta and used to call all the time.
Yep.
And we just clicked like that.
Yeah.
And you invited me to your women's empowerment group. I got the address, and I told my sister, I'm like, I met this lady. I'm going to her house, and I'll be back.
Yep. And the rest is
crazy, but okay.
Yeah. I met a lot of people like that in Atlanta that was willing to come. I remember even Tandra, she said, yeah, let's go get drinks. I said, I just moved here. I don't have no money for that. You can come to my house. I'm going to cook for you, and you can bring some wine.
Feed us. I had so much food that night.
Yes.
He was like, what kind of food you like? I was like, seafood and collard greens and everything I said, you had it. Yes. I was like, oh my God.
Yes, 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 yes. And so, over this time that we've gotten to know each other, I was just saying how you'd never expect to be the victim of gun violence. And I know that our family recently, I lost my brother in 2018 from gun violence, but you created this foundation, the Greg Smith Foundation, after your son, because you were affected by gun violence. Can you tell us the story?
Yeah, so unfortunately, my family has been affected by gun violence more than once. The first instance was when I lost my son Greg. It really hit close to home then.
Yes.
2009, he was a regular teenager, doing regular teenage stuff, and he was a rapper. He liked to rap. He was into the performing arts at school. Mm-hmm. So they had a talent show. He went, and he never came home. So when we found out later on during a trial that a young guy had been bullying him, the school never informed us. But his bully saw him, robbed him and the kids, and shot Gregory, and unfortunately, he didn't survive. So from that, I was like, I don't want to be I felt like I was alone. I felt like I was the only person that lost a child, but unfortunately, I'm not alone. Yes. So that's where my Greg Smith Foundation came from. It's a foundation to prevent youth violence through art, education, mentorship, and behavioral health intervention. Because after we went through the trial, we found the young man had behavioral health issues that were never addressed.
Wow.
So that's the foundation, the idea came from, because unfortunately I lost my son. So I decided to turn my pain into passion, my anger into action.
I love that. Pain into passion.
So here I am.
Listen, I'm so proud of you. I could tell you that, you just never know where you get to put your voice. And so you actually put a face to what we see on the news every day. We hear about these things. Yes, I see it. We hear about these kind of things that happen, but we don't always get a chance to talk to the parents, or, if we do, we may hear something briefly, but, and some other parents may have started similar things, but we don't get to see the faces. We don't get to see the hearts behind these loved ones that are lost. And I absolutely have seen your heart for people, period. Making sure that, if you could do anything to eliminate or ease the pain of another parent, you will absolutely do that. And I like that, turning your pain into passion and your
turning my pain into passion, my anger into action, and my tears into triumph. And I came up with that because my oldest son name is Patrick, so I put P-A-T. Because it was always Pat, Greg, and Pache. They were always together. If you saw me, you saw my three. So I did the P-A-T.
I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness. Thank you. And so when with the foundation, tell us about some of the things that you've been able to do for other families.
So far, well, when I was in Florida, we did the toy drive. We fed we did a feeding. I'm not going to say the homeless. We did a feeding for the less fortunate. We gave away our last drive. We did 8 food boxes. We did a toy drive. We did a back to school drive. In Florida, I did a blanket drive. So I'm just getting it up and running where I can start doing things in Georgia. Okay. I'm going to be partnering with some people.
Okay.
I'm going to be partnering with some people to know to get out of the community. We're trying to wait till the pandemic is over because we can't do too much in the community with the pandemic.
Yes.
But I have so many great ideas, fundraising ideas. I have my cousin, Mary Patrick, who's an awesome, awesome man that does a lot of things for, the less fortunate kids. So I have a scholarship, the Greg Smith Foundation Scholarship Fund that's someone funded. Actually, Greg used to volunteer. Well, in Florida, you have to volunteer 40 hours to graduate. So the person that he's a volunteer with found me after all these years and like this, and Greg, made an impact on me, and I had his money. I want to give it to you. I want to, I want to fund a scholarship. So right now, I have a $5,000 scholarship for the Greg Smith Foundation. You have to be a young man between the ages of 16 and 21 in the performing arts and reside within Broward County. You guys have to write an essay or either a 3-minute video telling me what this scholarship can do. I'm going to do 5 1,000 scholarships. This is the first year that we're doing it. And then every year it's going to be more.
I love that.
We can make a difference in some kids' lives. Just show them that it's a different way. You don't have to be in a gang. You don't have to do the wrong thing. And it's cool to be smart. It's cool to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they think, oh, it's not cool, but girls like smart kids.
Yes.
They like smart. I always tell my younger nephews, it's cool to be smart.
Yes.
It's very cool to be smart.
It's very cool to be smart.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I had to go through this. I didn't pick it. It chose me. So here I am, ready to fight, ready to get out there and, just make a difference in my community. Because that's what Greg would want me to do. He would want me to do that. He loved his community. He loved giving back. And so I have to promise him that his death wouldn't be in vain, that I wouldn't let the world forget him. So that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, my goodness. That is so amazing. So 5 $1,000 scholarships. So they would need to write an essay or do a video about
a 3-minute video.
Okay.
About what they would do if they were awarded a scholarship.
Okay. Awesome.
We'll pay the whoever their school. It can be for instruments. It can be for anything, an acting class, as long as it's performing arts related.
Okay. I love that. I saw, I've heard you tell a lot of stories about Gregory. Tell us about his personality and the type of person that he was.
Well, I can go on. So Greg. If my kids tell it, if everybody tells it, he was my favorite. He wasn't my favorite, but he just was always he was my shadow. If you saw me, you saw Greg. Like my other kids, they would go places, but Greg would always be like, "Mom, where you going? You can't wear that." He would always say, "You're Greg Smith's mom. You have a reputation to uphold." Oh. So he would make sure whenever I go somewhere, he would make sure, my hair was nice, my outfit was nice, that your teeth brushed, you got your lip gloss on. He was like a dad figure, even though he was a child.
Yes.
You know how the old folks say you have an old soul?
Yes.
But he was funny. He was very funny. He could start a conversation with a true.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. Come on back. Her phone was so low. Hopefully we're not losing her. She's coming. She said he could start a conversation with a tree. I've heard so many great stories about him, from her, from family members. We lost her. Hopefully she'll come right back. We'll talk to her for a few more minutes. But it takes a special person to be able to accept the loss and then show up for your community. I know we didn't do a bunch of community things, but we absolutely we didn't do anything that we initiated, but we supported the community events for gun violence. We went to quite a few events that supported the victims' families of gun violence, because it is really traumatic. It really, really is a traumatic experience. And I'm so grateful to Shavante for just for being brave enough to, one, start the foundation, to be able to speak so fondly and highly of her very own child that she lost. It takes a special person to be able to do that. And I can tell you that it didn't happen overnight. She didn't become an activist overnight. She is human, and she allowed herself the time to heal as best she could, so that she could help other moms, other siblings, other family members that have this experience. It kind of throws you into this club of gun violence. Like, gun violence against anybody in your family pushes you into this grouping of somebody who has lost somebody by a senseless shooting. And so it is so important to, reach out to parents who have had this type of trauma in their life. Help them in some kind of way. Be a part of the solution. If you know somebody who's doing that, maybe check up on them and call them. And, one thing that we know about death, and especially sudden death, you have to heal from it. And healing absolutely takes time. It takes your community. It takes all of us to help each of us to be able to get through something so devastating as gun violence and the loss of a loved one through gun violence. So we are 100% excited to support Shavante. I got to get her Instagram thing right. I'll put it on the IGTV when I repost it. But absolutely follow her. If you are somebody, a young man, I believe she said 16 or younger, and you want to write a short essay about, what you would do with the money. Write an essay or a video, and then send it probably to her, DM it to her. I'll put it all in the Instagram, in the IGTV, so that people can hit her up. That's amazing. So if you know a young 16-year-old boy that is a part of the performing arts and could potentially use a $1,000 scholarship, then by all means, shoot the video, do the paragraph, and and just see. It takes an amazing person to really be able to do that. I am so add her. Let me see. There she go. All right, let's see if I can get her back. But I mean, just amazing. Like, some people don't come out of this. People who lose their children, sometimes they do not come out. They don't come out ever. They can't talk about it. They can't share it. They can't any of that. And so just the fact that, she is in a place where she can not only speak about him, but speak about him in such a fine way, and to have created this foundation that will not only it'll just help a bunch of people to navigate through this space. So people that are currently going through it or have gone through it and just need support, absolutely, this foundation is going to be a place where you'll be able to do that. Let me see. I don't think I could get her back. Oh, there it is. The Greg Smith. Okay, so you're going to send your email to the Greg Smith Foundation at gmail.com. I don't know what let me add you back in. Hold on, I'm going to try one more time. I'll see if that works. But yeah, so you're going to be able to send your submission to the Greg Smith Foundation at gmail.com. That is any young man 16 or younger that is a part of the performing arts, who has performing arts background. Just make a video, send in a paragraph, an essay about how this $1,000 will help you in your journey. Shavante is an amazing woman. Sometimes we say, we give our condolences and we do all of that, but sometimes we need to ask, how are you really? And really delve in to see how, a parent that has lost a child is doing, or, people who have lost other family members. My family members have not dealt well with the sudden loss of my brother. It's not letting you come back on. It keeps saying unable to join. And that usually happens. Okay, here it is. I think we got it. Let's see. Do we get it? There. We got it. I said, that phone must have died.
It did. I tried to get on from the laptop, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah. So, I was just telling them, I was giving them the email address, and I was telling them that, sometimes, parents don't come out of the loss of their child. And so you are to be commended to be able to, one, talk about him so freely and happily, to have created this foundation. Some parents, they never come out.
That's true.
They never come out.
It took me a long time to get here. Last year was the first year that I literally did not cry every day. I have a great support system. My best friend, Lynn, my daughter, my sister, my big brother, cousin Chris, my kid's father, my husband, my friend, I have a wonderful support system. And so many people, like, literally my cousin Shakita, literally when I couldn't stand up, they would help me up, literally. So it has to do a lot to do with your support system, and my faith.
Yes.
My faith, and it took me a long time to get here, but I'm here now, and I'm ready. I'm coming out with the gloves. I'm ready.
All right. I was just saying that, I just before you came back on, I said not to say that she just got over it quickly.
It's been 12 years.
Yeah. Wow.
12 years.
Wow.
And it's a long journey.
Yes. And the part that you said about doing it for him, what he would expect for you to do. And absolutely, I think that, the people that we lose in whatever way, we want to find ways to honor them and honor their memory. You absolutely have done that with this foundation, and we're so grateful for you. We will absolutely make sure that people, I'm going to post the video in IGTV, and in the description, it will have that in there so that people can, that want to be, involved in some kind of way, whether you want to donate money or time. Time is money, or resources to the foundation. By all means, do so. You can reach out to Shavante either here with IM_Jess_ Boogie.
Boogie, yes.
Yes, Boogie. That's her nickname, Boogie.
That's her nickname.
Yes. So you can reach out to her there or via the email, and really support her as she supports other young men to keep them from going down that same path that has led to the loss of her son. And so we want to band together behind you, with you, lock arms, and help you to impact communities in this way all around gun violence. We absolutely want to help in that. I definitely do as well. So thank you for jumping in for me tonight. I am so
You're so welcome.
grateful.
Thank you for all you do.
Oh my goodness. I'm struggling, trying to keep my eyes open, right?
You made it happen. You're Superwoman. You made it happen.
Yes. So I thank you again for being here. Welcome to.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the 100. You are now episode 96. Episode 96 is in the bag. We thank you.
In the bag.
Yes, thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have an amazing rest of your night. We will be back here tomorrow for episode 97. Oh my goodness.
100 days.
100 days. Yes. We're going to have to put some.
Thank you for having me, Darlaina. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It's much appreciated.
Yes. Have a good rest of your night. Bye, you guys.
Good night.
Oh, that's a good.
Oh my God. It's so
What is the problem? You choking?
And it's so good. Oh my. Oh.
Huh? Episode, what's today? Episode 96.
And you know what you said? Oh, you got 1 million bags of them.
Mm-hmm.
I said, don't add this one. My girl, this is that one.
This is that one?
I made you a moan too.
Let me tell you how sleepy I am. They were sitting there talking to me. I was knocked out.
I saw you. But apparently you told them to come over.
We had already planned. We had planned for
But I seen you break a plan before. I'm sorry.
Yes.
And I'll use that one. You was tired and sleepy, and you needed to go to sleep. Somebody needed to come over.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
No, not today. Just team back up that you always run to. You keep sitting around with the fat girls. Don't mean she know Michael Jackson and Wayne. We still need to do some exercise and get ourselves together.
She just was saying that. She said that. She said, I've never been this big. She said it's too much.
I would not say I'm part of Country Wayne family looking like that.
No, you know, Country Wayne was talking about her.
I would say. Yeah, give me 15 minutes. Call me back. Let me enjoy this food. It's incredible.
Did I send you the pictures that she sent me?
No, you didn't send me.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you.
All right, cool.
All right, bye.